Hello everyone and welcome back to Out of Ore. I'm your host JC. Merry Christmas to everyone. I hope you guys are enjoying your holiday season. So I kind of had just a coin flip idea on this one here. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do the bagger some more or do this, and I have a lot more work that I want to get done on this. So I think I'm going to do this for this episode, see how far I can get back, and then tomorrow when I record the next video, it's going to be some more bagger work. I think I'm going to set up some uh, processing plant kind of things down below, like the mini wash plants, and get some more steel and other things being processed. That way we have those parts available if we ever need them for breakdowns. And currently, I believe, even though it's hardcore, I think it says standard. So I'm thinking about bumping that up to like insanity for breakdowns, or whatever. It's not insanity, it's something else. But let's see. General breakdowns, mental, yeah, same thing. Insanity. Like we're having very, very few breakdowns. I mean, in actuality. In fact, I don't think I've had any on the loader yet, or the bagger. So I don't think we've really had any breakdowns at all. I mean, we only got 5.2 hours in this thing, so I think we have more on the bagger than we have on this. We have been trading out our implements pretty quick too, so that could be part of it. We're not having to do parts because we're getting new equipment. But this one's starting to get kind of rusty, so it should probably start breaking down. Maybe we can look at the parts and see what the wear is on them right now. This is after 5 hours. 19.9 left, 26, 81, 57, 68, 28, 29, 69, 81, 25. Yeah, so we're going to have some parts breaking down here soon. Got a nice little platform to work over here. I've been working out to the edge over there too. Working off to the left so that we get that worked into place how we want it. I'm not sure, but I think like where this kicks out right here, it's going to go out that way. We're going to have some guardrails and stuff, and maybe a staircase coming up this direction also, so we can come out from the wash plant area and come up to here. Sorry, the mini wash plant area. Before I get my walls and stuff, I get that all figured out in the way I want it, so that we're not having to change things later on. There's quite a bit of pay dirt right here too, which is kind of nice. Get some gold out of it. I'm hoping that we go down a little ways and run into a nice iron vein. I'm not sure we will though. I don't know how it's going to work here because, like I said, the blasted rock is right there already. And I have seen iron veins close to blasted rock along with copper veins, but I don't know if there was dark spots up top like we get with the coal and iron veins we've processed so far. I mean, I could go over there and test to see if any iron's over there. We're going to need more iron to make steel. There's no reason I'm looking. I mean, we are getting some from, we will get some from the gravels when we do the froth floater. So I really shouldn't worry too much, because as soon as we start getting into that, we're going to start getting a ton of iron, which turns into steel. decide to put in a ramp right there for that hopper system with drop decks, I'm going to make it too wide. So if I'm doing a dump truck, I don't have to worry about being center, or dead center of the hopper. I can just pull up, back it up to it. Oh, as a reminder too, Out of Ore, they're actually having a pretty big sale right now, but Out of Ore, Gold Mining Simulator are both on sale on Steam right now. You can get Out of Ore for, I want to say $17.49, not including DLCs, and Gold Mining Simulator for under 20 bucks for the entire game. Hopefully they'll come out with Gold Mining Simulator 2 soon, because I really want to dive into that one. The dev vlogs look pretty cool. We are working this shelf good. I really can't wait to start going back down with the bagger. I want to see how much we can put through this plant and have it actually keep up or not. I don't think it's going to keep up if once we get leveled out and we're only doing one cut at a time instead of 3 cuts or 4 cuts across the face. Like at that point I'm going to be doing 1 cut from right to left, or 1 block from right to left, and then 2 blocks from left to right, and just mowing through material. I may have to info some of that. I'm not sure I can reach up and get all of it. Or get up on top and hand mine it with the pickaxe. It's going to be a little small section, but that's as far up as I can go right there. I mean, it's fine. We can make it work. If I have to, I'll build a ramp up to get 1 level and then come back and tear it back down. We just lost my entire overload. That's alright though. I am, however, keeping ahead of the hopper, so must be doing something right here. Once we start getting further and further away, it's going to be harder to keep up with it though. So I know I've mentioned this before, but I put a post up for you guys giving me ideas on games you might want to watch played. Because I'm not going to guarantee that I'll play them, but I'll look at it and see if it's something I might like, and if I do, then I'll probably, if I don't have it, get it and start a series on that. It's going to have to be like simulation type games, because I really don't like first person shooters, so I'm going to just put that out there right now. I'm no good at those. I'm too old for those. I know that's really not an excuse. It's just, I don't know, not my cup of tea. Also, when we do start Season 3, what map would you guys like to see? I went and checked out Coal Country on the new DLC, and I used a ton of Draymite to search. I went down like 110 blocks, and it was still green dirt, like up on top. It wasn't pay dirt, it wasn't anything but dirt that far down, and I figured I'd hit either solid rock or pay dirt or something, and nothing. So that map so far from what I've seen has coal and dirt on it. I'm not sure if they're going to change that or if I was just in the wrong spot. I mean, it is called Coal Country, but you'd think you'd have more than just dirt, because if there's no pay dirt, you're not going to be getting any gold. Unless you can run in iron, which again, I didn't see any iron veins. But if you're into like doing oil refineries and mining for coal, there's a lot of that there. Me and Theo did that on a multiplayer. It was kind of fun. And then we decided that we couldn't find anything but dirt and coal, so we went and played on the quarry map just to get a feel for things and how we both work together well or not. Seems like it's going to be a good partnership for doing a multi-series. Maybe I can get the Jekyll and iRob to join us too. Make it a bunch of people working on stuff. Maybe switch out jobs each episode so it's not the same thing repeatedly over and over and over again. That will probably be like a once a week thing now, scheduling conflicts and stuff. Yeah, I'm going a little down too much here, I think. Gotta try to level that out a little bit. Don't want to do is hit the bagger and move it. Like I said, I have it set up for the next time I run it. So I'm going to come over here now and get one going away from the bagger so that we don't hit it. Well, attempt not to hit it. I think I might try to, might just purchase some asphalt, make a little hopper setup that I can load the paver with, and see if I can actually pave on top of this or not. I don't know if I can. And I haven't heard any comments from the last one when I asked. But again, it's only been out for like an hour or so. Come on, wiggle your way out of here. I'm like high centered on the wheel itself. This should work. Alright, let's bring this down. Kick it right out of there. And I want to come back forward, see if I can not get it stuck this time. And lift up here. That should work. Yeah, got a little trench there going, but we'll get that fixed later. I gotta start making the other cut back before I can figure out exactly what I need to do there. It seems like I'm not going very far, but I think it's because I keep working back and forth across instead of just going like one section and working my way back. Because we've kept this thing going for like 20 minutes now, the hopper. Every once in a while you'll see it fade out like that, but for the most part we're keeping it full. By the way, I want to do a shout out to Successful Failure for the comments on the doing the mergers and power lines and explaining how that's actually done, because I was having a heck of a time working it, and now that he's explained it to me, I think in the future we'll have no problem with it. He says he's running 55,000 kilowatts. I heard somebody else say 60,000 on theirs, and that's just insane to me. Like, this entire plant here's maybe 8,000. I think the main plant was 6, and then I got this one working here, but I added a couple things down towards the end. So yeah, probably like 7,000-8,000. And then 55K plants. I mean, that's massive. I'm wondering if you guys are running like dual hoppers over here, like 2 of them side by side for your baggers, and then running 4 lines down. I mean, that's the only way I can even see it, and then even then you're only getting to like 12, 16, somewhere in there. I mean, I could add this up real quick. Let's see, we got 600 there. We got 35 there, so that's 41. Let's just say 2,000, so 61. And then 2 at 1,200. So another 2,400. So 8,500 watts is what we're using, or kilowatts is what we're using right now. And they're talking 55 and 60K kilowatts. I thought that was a pretty big plant. Because like if your hopper system to get the material to your plant isn't, I mean, it's the fastest it can go is 300. So the most you can do is 600 per double hopper. Even running into 2 plants like this, it's 300 unit on the lines, the most you can run. So there's no reason to, I don't think there's any reason to split it off into like making that like a quad hopper or quad system there. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. I would really like to go like visit somebody's plant that's like that size. Anybody's willing, you can join my Discord and discuss maybe, you know, joining your game for a short time just to check it out. Just send me a direct message if you get in there. I'm not going to do the rubies and diamonds, selling them every episode. I'm going to wait till we have, you know, a couple of runs. Well, a couple of episodes through it. Because, I mean, if not, it's not enough money to me to go mess around with when we have stacks and stacks and stacks of them that we can quit bouncing. A bunch of stacks that we can keep the process going. It's horrible. Bouncing all over the place. Let's try this again. Go down just a little bit. There we go. Yeah, try to over adjust there. That's alright. We're just going to keep working this back until we get back to the back on the other side. I'm going to have to do some trim work when we get down to using the bagger too. And I think I'm going to do like one cut off recording to see if I get the rest of that top part off. And then start grinding through that stuff on the next one. I almost hit the bagger there. I think if the collision was a little more accurate, it probably would have. I will do the putting the concrete and stuff in off recording until we get done putting the pad in. And I don't believe there's any way to load the paver except for like having a hopper system and a chute, and then put a little bit in there to fill it up with. This is how I did on season 1. I usually put it in the dump truck, and then I'd have like 2 loads to, so I'm not having to move the paver as much. And like I said, the only reason I really want to do it on top of this concrete pad is so there's a differentiation between the working floor of the plant and the parking area of the machines that we're gonna maybe not be using at the time. I just think it'll look better to have some distinction between the two. We could even put up like a steel structure and make ceilings out of it to make like a covered awning for this area too. As soon as I go get the steel and stuff from their place to start working that. In fact, let's do that. Let's go and grab the steel real quick. Or maybe get the machines in first. The bottom section down here is going to be all walled in. So I know I'm going to do that. Let's dump this real quick and jump out. Let that run through. I know, bad spot to run through at. We're just going to jump down this way. Cheat a little bit. So yeah, anyway, I was talking about is having like a set of stairs come up this way and end up here. So go in right up here. I think it'll look good. But let's go... let's do on this wall right here, actually. We're going to do workbenches. I know I'm going to want at least 3 of these. I'm thinking 6 ultimately, but I need to wait till actually... Yeah, we can do 6 right now. I'll just put them in. Get the concrete out of the way. Let's get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to want 2 of these for making bolts and nuts. So let's go 8. How are we going to do this? We're on grid build. If I turn them that way, is it going to go into the wall? No. Okay. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3. I could put the 2 CNCs there. Yeah, let's come out now. This 1, 2, probably there, there, and there. And then on these, we can turn this way. I think that'll work on it. Yep. And then put 2 of those there. We're going to buy 2 more of those. And those are going to go right here for making steel, or any of these parts. Probably only need 1 of those. And then right here we'll have, is it the cutter, I believe? I'm pretty sure it's the cutter. And this will be able to make steel mesh products. We'll do this. Let's turn those this way. Something like that. A little space in between them so we can make some steel products. And then maybe put a couple of wood workbenches out here, even though we really haven't done much. I'm going to do 1 of these too, because we need to have 1 for making reinforced plates. So let's put that, turn it this way. I guess there would work. Nah, I'll move it over just a little bit. Probably about this way a little bit, right there. That's only for wear plates, so. And then we can still put in a couple of workbenches for wood. Right here if we want to make some. I like it better over there. Let's go right there and right there. And we can do wood walls, beams, such as, you know. Alright, so, yeah, I like that. Let's keep that there. We have this for the diamonds and rubies. Probably put gravel over here, because at some point I'm going to have a second line coming off for doing gravel. Let me grab my stairs real quick and put that up like I want to have it. Because I plan on having stairs off that side over there too. But if we do this right, and then we can put, I need to go get some steel floors. I think I have some steel floors here. Yeah. And let's go ahead and grab some steel railings too. Do a little maintenance work here. Let's see, we're going to put a steel railing right here. And then we're going to do, I want to say 1, 2, and then just like this. And then we'll have something like this so that we don't fall off. Like I said, that over there is going to be enclosed, so it won't matter. I'm just going to stop there. I'll come over here and do the same thing here in between. Oops. 1, 2, and I may have to change that one out because, like I said, we're going to put walls up here, so there will be no reason to put rails up. Yeah. Alright, let's jump over to the other place real quick. I believe it's this one. Yeah. And see what kind of materials we have here. We got a bunch of beams, a bunch of sheets, a bunch of rods. Not enough nuts and bolts, but that's okay. We also have parts. So that's going to finish off. I'm going to let those run. But we can take these 2 stacks of steel. Let me see what we have in here. We can take a silicone, a lithium, an aluminum, take the rest of this steel. We'll take the copper. I'm going to go ahead and just leave that coal there. Yeah, I am going to take, yeah, it's about the same amount of copper, so I'm going to leave those steel rods there. I think that's good for now. Let's jump back over there and get a couple of those things set up and rolling. So these things here, if we go max and we go, what do I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll do the same thing on this one. Have beams on this one. 4, 5. Do sheets on this one. And this one. We'll never be making steel barrels. I know that much. Or empty barrels. Alright, and then these 2 here, we're going to be making bolts and nuts. If I have to, I'll run back over there and I'll take the bagger with me and we'll do some iron mining over there. I don't think we're going to need to though. Now this one here, we're going to need like the copper, the lithium, silicone, the aluminum. We'll probably put 1 stack of steel in here. And then bolts and nuts for all this stuff, or no? What the hell do I need bolts and nuts for? Bolts and nuts I must need for over here. Yep, okay. So we're going to go ahead and split this in half. We're going to put half in here, half of this in here, half of that in there, and half of that in there. And then this one will do the same thing. Beams, sheets, rods, nuts and bolts. And then we can do like, let's go 200 of these. It's going to cost me 1,600 beams and 800 bolts and nuts, so that'll run for a little while. And then we're going to use a bunch of the steel floors and staircases. So I'm going to make, let's go 200 of those too. And then I'm going to make 25. Of the stairs. And then we're going to jump over to this one, and this one's going to be, let's go 200 of the walls. We're going to do, let's go with just 50 of the windows. And then I'm going to go 200 more of the steel blocks. And I have plenty of railings for now. I'm not going to do those. Let's do, I don't know, 10 though of these doors. We may have to do a couple of these too. We'll see on that. I'm not sure. And if we do any tunneling, we'll need some of this down here, but we don't need that right there for right now. But yeah, these two right here will be made for making parts out of when I decide to actually get going with that. For now, I'm going to put the rest of the steel over here with the rest of our material. I'm going to go ahead and take this, this, and this, which we don't need, and put that in the hopper to be sent through. Won't take long to get rid of all that. I'm going to do the pay dirt first so that it's gone right away, and then we're going to, because all this stuff we had sold off. Alright, so everything back here should be done now, except for a little bit of pay dirt coming through, which we'll see that coming off here in just a second. Now we can check to see what we have available to sell. There it is, okay. Oh wait, no, that's pay dirt. It should be coming through here. Probably already did, okay. Let's just go ahead and grab this. So we have 8,700 gold. This stuff can just come here. We got a full stack of silicone. I'm going to move that down there. Leave the rest of that stuff there. So we'll have a little door to come through here and come down, so that we can get all this stuff put away. I'll get these lined back up because they're like down, they're down a little bit, off camera. Put the silicone over here. Got a lot of silicone here. I think I put one over there already. So the gold's going to be, I don't know, 1.2, 1.3. So not bad for, you know, half an hour's worth of work. Yeah, we're gonna work on the bagger for the next one. So thanks for stopping by. I hope you liked it. If you do, click that like button. It really helps out the channel. If you have any tips, tricks, questions, comments, leave them down below in the comment section. And I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for stopping by, and have a good day. Merry Christmas to everyone.